Hey everybody, it's Tanya at Hummingbird Paintery, and tonight is Wednesday night and it's my usual night to be here. I've already been here Monday and Tuesday, so tonight we're going to make an Uncle Sam out of some spindle pieces that I have. As y'all know, I collect those because I like to make different characters and stuff out of it. So hopefully you'll be here tonight and watch this. If you do not watch it live and there's no red button on the top left of your screen, then please hashtag replay so I can thank you for coming and let me know where you're from, especially if you're new. Hey, Miss Lynn and Miss Linda, how are y'all doing? Thank you for coming on. I'm trying to clean up my mess because I had to use some of that, whatever this is called, I forget, Slick Stick, to do this because it was very shiny. It was wood and it was shiny, so I thought I would go ahead and do that part of it so we didn't have to watch all of that. All right, so I'm just cleaning up just a tiny bit. All right, so this is going to be the shirt and the legs of the Uncle Sam. Okay, this is a piece I got at a garage sale. I don't even know what it is. As you see on the inside, it's kind of like a cup. But this piece right here, which I got at an estate sale or I don't know, an antique store or something that had a bunch of different parts. I forget where I get some of these things. But I got this and it looked like a head to me and a neck. So that's what we're going to do. Hey, Michelle, how are you doing? So first off, I want to do the white on the bottom of the, even though there's white already on there, I want to paint it white. And then we'll do the red stripes on it later. All right. So I kind of had to figure out what I was going to do. This is an old bottle of white, so I'm going to try to use some of it. I had it upside down so I could use the white out of it. And so that's what I'm going to do with this. Let me see. Put it back on here in case I need more in a minute. Hey, Miss Sandra Green, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. So this is already painted. Some of it's still a little bit wet, but most of it's dry. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my white paint on here, and then we'll dry it in between. I'm going to do like a third of it and then another third and finish it at the top because I'm holding it right there because it's just easier to hold. So I'm just going to do part of this kind of bubbled up, but I'm going to use that as the back so you're not going to be able to see it. I made a jacket. I say I made one. I kind of cut it out of felt. Okay, and tried to make it look like a jacket. So hopefully it's going to look okay. I don't have you here, Linda, to do my sewing for me. So I'm just going to have to do it myself, just cutting it a little bit. So it's just I'm going to fake it. It's just a piece that I'm going to put around it to make it look like a jacket. It's not going to look real good. So Linda, you're just going to have to move here so you can do all my sewing for me. Oh my goodness. All right, this is just regular craft paint. This isn't chalk paint or anything. So it's not the best in the world. The Slick Stick did not do real well in this middle section. So hopefully the front. This is better right in here. So let me dry that. Hey Nancy, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. I want to dry this real good. That little area right there bubbled up pretty bad. Just wing it, I'd move near you. You'd love to. I wish you could, because I sure don't sew worth a darn. Hey Miss Patty Price, how are you doing? You doing okay? All right. So thank goodness I'm going to cover that up. Got my hand on there. That's pretty dry. This is pretty pitiful right here, but y'all can't see it, so it's okay. Oh, hey Stacy Davis, how are you doing? So now I'm going to go up just a little bit and paint the white on this. And I'm going to go ahead and do the white on the whole thing, even though this is going to be blue up here on the shirt a little bit. Part of it is going to be like right in here is going to be white, like the inside shirt on a man's outfit. So I'm just going to do the best I can. I had no idea yesterday what I was going to do. Every day, I don't know. This week, I'm just not feeling it for whatever reason. And I can't figure out something to do. So I go out in the garage and I'm looking at everything. I'm like, do I get a gourd? I don't know if I should get a gourd. And then I'm like, nah. And then I saw all my spindles that are inside this cabinet. Hey, Miss Tony McGillicuddy. That's my favorite name to say. Tony McGillicuddy. I think of Lucille Ball every time I say that. Because that's the time and place that I heard McGillicuddy for the first time. Until you came on here, and then now I know. Now I'm going to go ahead and do it right here on the edge, but you don't have to because the top part is going to sit on here. Hey, Miss Yvonne and Miss Robin, how are y'all doing? All right, let's see. It looks pretty good considering, I guess. Isn't the best in the world, but we're okay. So let me dry this. I want to make sure it's dry on the top because I'm going to glue that other piece to it. Hey, Miss Bonnie, how are you doing? He's going to kind of have a rough body here. But maybe he'll turn out okay. This is really the side of the cup. It looks like two pieces going together. Let me dry that a little bit more. Hey, Kathy. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Hey, Laurel. All right, let's see. All right, I think it's dry. And we're going to worry about this now, okay? I kind of drew it with a white pen or marker. I'm going to put a little bit of white right here. Part of it's going to be his, like right in here, if you had a V-neck, it's going to be part of his neck. So this is just my vision here. I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to see. But I'm going to go ahead and do this like this. You're not going to see part of this anyway. And the rest of it I'm going to do blue. Hey, Miss Norma, Miss Christy, how are y'all doing? Now I'm just going to kind of make this go around here. Just a little bit. And then I also want to paint white where I'm going to put his hair, just in case you were to see the wood through there. Let me see if I can get this a little bit straighter. On a curve, it's kind of hard to do. So what I'm going to do is kind of go around where I'm going to do the face. Hey, Miss Ruth. And then I'm going to do the back of it white where his hair's going to be. So I'm kind of going to just go around here like this, kind of like it's a collar. We're going to see if Tanya can do it tonight because I had no idea. So that's kind of going to be his collar. And then we're going to do, let me look. I want this side. He's kind of got a little dent right here, but that's okay. Hey, Lois, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. So I'm kind of going to just do where his hair is going to start and right around his face. So I'm kind of going to, I'll show it to you once I get this part done. Let me make sure. All right, see how it's going to be right there? That's going to be where his hair is, and this is going to be his face. And that's part of his neck right there. So I'm going to do it all the way across if I can do it straight. And I tried to sand this. It had a really coarse area right here around the top. I don't know, Miss Patty. Tonight, maybe not so much. I was excited to come on tonight, but I just had no idea what I was going to do. This is what I came up with really fast. Not so good. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Let me look here. And if I do too much, then we can just go over the white with some peachy color for the face. So it's okay if it's that way. And then the back of it's just going to be all white. Hey, Miss Lori, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. You know, as much as I want lots of followers and everything, I like our little intimate setting here where I don't have too many people, because I can say hey to everybody and talk a little bit more, because I like it like that. But I do want to get more followers. Hopefully I will get 10,000. I'm almost at 9,000 followers, but it seems like it's a little stagnant right now. All right, so this is what it looks like, okay? That's going to be the face, and then this is going to all be painted blue. Now, I don't have a navy per se. Let me move this because that's in my way. Hey, Sharon Bennett, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. I'm trying to make it, Miss Kathy, little by little. All right, so let me see. I'm going to take this brush and we're going to do blue. And it's sort of navy, but it's not really navy. It's kind of a different color. This is the color that it is. It's almost like a royal, but it's a little deeper. It's in between navy and royal blue. So I'm just going to use this because it's the closest to that piece that I had. I had a little bit darker, which I thought this was cool, but see how hard this is? It doesn't go around the body as much. So we're going to use this and pretend that it's navy, because I didn't have a navy piece of felt. So we're going to work with this. I probably got too much here, but that's okay. I've got little hands here, and we're going to do little arms here, so I'm going to paint those blue as well. But I'm going to go ahead and do this first so I can finish the bottom while it dries. And we're just going to do this. So it's okay. I've seen both colors represented with this guy. And, ooh, he came off. Some white came off. Stuck my finger on it. Maybe I need to dry it. Let me dry that. Hey, Diana Starkey. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up. I appreciate it. That always helps. Helps your page when you have some people doing that. All right. I appreciate that. Make sure. All right, so now I can hold it. So now I'm just going to go all the way on the bottom here. Kind of make it at the very bottom, kind of going over it like that, because you don't want to see it just end right there. So I'm going to take this and just go to the bottom of the white and go around just like that. And let's see how I'm going to do. I'm trying to make it straight. Let me see. This has got like a, there we go. I want it to be a little bit more V-neck. Hey, Miss Mary Banks, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. All right, let me get this. I'm just kind of going right up against it here. But it wants to always go in. Let me go a little bit closer up this way. All right, let me try to make this go straight down. Boy, it's hard to do right there on that little hump. I'm trying to make it come directly into a point. Let's see. May have to almost be a point because I've got one little bitty bit. That's close enough for government work. Let's see. Let me do a little bit more right there and a little bit more right there. All right, so that's close enough for me. It's kind of pointed, but it's a little bit off. Hey, Miss Vicky and Miss Julie, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. All right, so that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to dry that and get the blue off of here. We're going to do blue on the top part of this, and then the rest of them are going to have stripes. And it's too bad these aren't up and down stripes on here. It would be perfect, but they're horizontal. Hey, Miss Connie and Miss Margaret, and hey, Miss Tony McGee. Yes, I had a good day today, Miss Robin. I'm doing well, Miss Margaret. Thanks for asking. You think it's going to be cute? I don't know, girl. Could be a hot mess. Let me see. Got too much right there. All right, now we'll do it. It's going to be covered up a little bit. Thank you for painting the page, Miss Margaret. Where's Miss Pat at? Is she on here? Hey, Miss Jerry. How are you doing, girl? All my girls are here. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts. All right. So let me go ahead and do, before I do the blue, I'm going to do the peachy color for the face. And I've still got some white here on this, so I'm going to use that a little bit and put some of this color. So we're just going to see. Now I'm going to use one of these littler brushes. I'm going to mix in the white with this so it's kind of a little bit lighter, because he's kind of light to me since he's got white face, white hair, I mean. So we're just going to do it this way. And I tried to smooth this out up here so it didn't look so rough, because it was terrible looking. I'm going to get it right up here to the edge. Still a little rough there, but I'm managing. Boy, just think if I didn't sand it to begin with, it would be really rough. You know how some wood has that texture to it, like it's just rough? Did you see your grandson or granddaughter? No, not yet. She's going to be induced on May 26th. So I won't get to see him until June when I go down there. Hey, Miss Pat Tyner, how are you doing? Do it like this. Okay. trying to go all the way around the edge and then come back to the middle like I always do. You're doing great. Yeah, I can't wait until my grandson gets here. But she finally found out they were going to induce her on the 26th of May. They said he's growing like a weed. It's no telling. I'm excited though. Because when my son met his wife, they were in high school. Then they broke up for a minute and then they got back together, and she had a daughter already, which is Miss Sweet Ella. Hey, Miss Bonnie Fish, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. And so I don't know what it's like to have a little baby grandchild. But this time I get to see it grow from the beginning. You can't wait for June. My youngest daughter will be here a week with my 2-year-old grandson. Oh my goodness. Hollywood Studios and Epcot. That'll be fun. I know that my daughter-in-law and my son, they like Harry Potter, because that's what his room is going to be. And I got him a little sign that I posted. They're wanting to get a bigger house, so they're looking and hadn't found anything yet, so they don't want to put anything on the walls. What did you miss? Talking about grandchildren. They asked me if I had already seen my grandchild, and he's not born yet, Miss Connie. I was just telling him I'll be going in June. Oh, I went over the line. No! Okay. I'm not paying attention. I'm talking about children. All right, let me try to get this to a point. There we go. Boy, this is harder than it looks right here. Just this part. All right. Let me get a little bit of white on here. All right, so this is the face, okay? And we'll come back. I'm going to dry this. Hey, Tina. Thank you for being here. Universal saw Harry Potter, wasn't impressed. Oh my goodness. See, I don't know. I don't really care for Harry Potter that much. It's not my cup of tea. How do you say that? Darshade Designs? Is that your name, or do you have a different name? Let everybody know. Y'all go look at her page. All right. So I think that's pretty good, but we'll let it go ahead and sit over here out of the way so I don't touch it on, on accident. So then I'm going to take this. I want to make sure that this bad area is on the back. So I want to look at this side, which is a little bit better. Even though this has got a line right here, you can't see it too much. And once we get it all on here, and that'll give me something to go by for the bottom anyway when I put the red stripes on there. So he just kind of looks funny with this shapely legs. So what I wanted to do was look at this real fast. So this is going to be the top, okay? And we're going to put it right here where the line is. Ooh, and I missed a spot of blue, so it's a good thing I did that. And then I want to see where I want to put my shirt. I'm going to go to right here, the second line, and doing it up just the blue. And then the rest of it's going to be white and red stripes. So I'm going to do that. Let me make sure I wipe my hands here. I was fiddling with everything before I came on. Hey, Miss Norma Perry, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. All right, so let me get my bigger brush. Let me see which one of them I had the blue in, which is this one. And we're just going to go right to the second one because I feel like that between the top and that's enough for the shirt. So the rest of it needs to be his legs because he's tall. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to go to that line, and it'll be easy since it's the line. Be a line right there. Let me get to right here. It's really royal looking, but this just matches better than navy, so it'll do. I've seen stuff at the store with this color of y'all, so I don't mind. Okay, we're almost to the ledge right here. There we go. All right, now I'm going to dry that, and then we'll finish it up on the top part. I've kind of gone right at the edge. I'm going to take a little bitty brush, I think, and go inside that little line. You've seen it too, Christy? I have too. So it's close enough. If they did it, I can do it too. I may have to do 2 coats because you can kind of see the white. Oh, it dries a little better. This dries a little better. I thought it was going to be, see how the dried part looks just a little bit. Now I'm going to do it on the inside just like I did the white because I don't want it to show if there's just one little crease in there, just in case. All right, let me try to dry this. Hey Carlene, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you watching. Boy, I got a big bunch right there. All right. There's another one. So that's going to be the shirt, and then the bottom's going to have red stripes. Hey Martha Merritt, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. All right, now I'm going to take just a tiny brush like this one right here, a little pointy brush. Hey Magnolia Grace Cottage, how are you doing? I say hey to her every morning, and she says hey to me. Hey Linda Cox. I'm going to take it and just go right inside this. If I can do it, I'm going to have to do it under my glasses. My glasses be in the way. And if it goes slightly over it, it's okay. I'm not the best in the world at trying to be straight, but I'm trying to get it that way. I'm going right in there just because part of it went through there, so I want to get it inside that. I make it look easy. I don't know. It ain't easy sometimes. I get a little more paint on there. Yeah, there's just a crease in the wood. So I just want it to look a little bit more smooth. So I'm putting that in there because it'll be hard to put a color I don't know how putting red stripes on there. I don't know how that's going to work. But we're going to see. It's too bad the stripes aren't going the other way. Vertically. Gosh. I'm trying. Tomorrow night I might be going to a dinner at one of my favorite steak places. I was supposed to go last night, but I had the live I needed to do, so that looks better with that line. Hey Madeline, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. So see, y'all are more important to me than a steak. You could always give him a belt. I could give him a belt, couldn't I? I'll see what it looks like. It might be a mess. It looks great. Hopefully it's not the best paint job, but I don't know if it's the paint or the wood or that stuff, that slick stick. It might be that. Hey Tammy Johnson, how are you? Okay, so here's the hard part. The red. Let me see if this is all dry. All right, it's pretty dry. All right, so let me see where the front's gonna be. It's gonna be right here. Lord, how am I gonna do this? Let me rinse all this out. I think I'm gonna use this brush. I'm doing well, thank you. Hope you're doing okay. You're wonderful. I'm glad. Me, on the other hand, I don't know. Let me see. I just don't want any little extra pieces. This looks like it wants to get an extra. Wonder if that's too big. You think that's big enough, or I need the bigger ones? Let's see. I don't know. It might ought to be a little bit bigger. Maybe this one. Maybe that. Because this one's a little bit, it's just a little bit bigger. I think that's better. Did you take art because you know how to draw a face? No, I've just seen other things. You know, and if I like a face, I'll keep it so I can use it later. And I've always kind of done the one where it's just rounded with the eyes. I don't know. I did not take art, though. Hey, Marianne. Thank you for being here. Let me poke a hole in this red. Look at my directions on here. Look, red and white. Can y'all see that? That's my directions. My little scribble. Hey, Tisha. How are you doing? All right, so let me get a bunch of this. Now, this has got a big booger in it. So, oh my gosh, come on. Let me get that off. I don't want boogers. Let's see. See there? It just wants to, so nasty. Let me see. Oh, it's still got one in there. That's one thing about apple barrel paint. It does that after so long. Let me see. It gets stopped up in there. I may have to open it, but we'll try it with this. Boy, I got it on my arm and everything. All right, let me make sure I don't have any red on me. That's all I need is to do something bad. Okay, so let me hold this. This is going to be my middle, so I want to go for sure down this way. Thank you for the hearts. I know, it is yucky. All right, so what I'm going to do, just take the brush and put the paint on there. And then I'm going to go right in the middle of my line, because I want it to be right in the middle. From down here, I'm going to do a little bit at a time. Lord, have mercy upon me. and then we'll do some more. I'm trying just to go down with one swipe. I don't know what my shirt says. I'll have to read it in a minute. It's new, Miss Connie. And all I did was go in there in the chair and grab one. Hey, Miss Jackie Clark, how are you doing? Now, the first one on the red always is not going to be enough. I know I'm going to have to do 2 coats. But see that? I want it to be right in the center. And then I'm just going to keep going. Because of all these little humps, it's going to take a lot longer, which I hate. But you have to go in between. So what I think I'm going to do is do everything and then go back and do the little humps. But you can't see it too bad there. So then I'm going to take it and go a little bit, like about the same width. It's not going to be perfect, because I'm not. Look at that. It looks like it's going this way and that way, but I'm really trying to do it straight, honest. Let me go around the whole thing. And I'm not measuring or anything. I'm just going by what it looks like. Well, it's a good thing I got the one that was a little bit thicker, because the other one would have been really little. So all of them are different, and I guess it's looking like that just simply because it's got these creases, so it makes it look back and forth even when it's not. Hey, Virginia Tanner, how are you doing? Let me see here. I want to go this way some, because if I mess up, I want it to be in the back. I don't want it to be where one of them's really wide up at the front. Gosh, it makes it look like it's crooked. Oh well. He's going to have crooked britches. I don't know why it's like that. Ooh, this is going to be a mess. Let's see. I'm going to try to get 2 right in here. One's going to be kind of close together at the back. But there, it's coming together. I'm going to go ahead and do the front, and then I'll dry that. And then we'll finish it. Yeah, it's going to look like I'm going, even though I'm trying to go straight down, it doesn't look like it's going to be exact. But I think it's just the shape of this thing. See how it doesn't look exactly straight? It looks bigger, which I guess it is bigger. Then go back and just put the red in between. So I'm going to just keep going. I'm going to do at least 3. The easiest one is right here. I don't know, the rest of them seem hard. But they'll work. We know what he's supposed to be. I'm going to do one more on this side. Now, part of this really is going to be covered up. We don't really have to paint the whole thing. Yeah, I'm trying to do it, but look how it does. That doesn't look too bad, though, does it? Hey, Miss Dorothy. Hey, Miss Vicky. All right, let me go on this side. Let me dry that. It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna touch it on accident. Hey, Miss Dorothy Harrison. Yeah, it's an illusion. I think it might be. But it looks a little bit thicker in some areas than others, but it may be because I just pushed the brush a little bit more, making it a little bit thicker. So we'll go on this side and we'll see how it works. I've been wondering what I was going to do with this piece. I'm like, man, what does that look like? Sometimes I'll sit there and look at stuff. And wonder what I'm going to do. Yeah, some of them are a little bit thicker than others. But it looks kind of cool, so it's okay. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing in crafting's perfect, is it? This is so sticky. Hey, Kathy Austin, how are you? Right. Lord have mercy. Let's see if this is going to be enough. I'm going to put some in here and right there. Oh, it's so sticky on the top. Might have to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, maybe I'll do one more on each side and then we'll see if we need to do anything else. We may not have to fill in because the jacket's going to be on there. I really wish I could sew like Linda. I can hand sew a little bit. Because I think once we get to this, we won't see the rest of it. So I know y'all don't want to sit here all night and watch me paint stripes that are imperfect for sure. Golly, I'm going to have to do a little bit more on those. Because I keep touching it and it's so tacky. Okay. And this will be the end of it. Okay. Now let me let that dry a little bit. We're going to paint the arms blue to kind of match the jacket. And I'll fix this a little bit where I've touched it. That way it'll dry while I'm doing the arms. At least it's drying a little bit bluer though. That's better. A little bit darker blue. All right. So that's what it looks like. We're not going to worry about the back because it's going to be covered up. I'm going to have to do the bottom though, because you'll be able to see at the very bottom. Don't criticize yourself, Tanya. You do a great job. That's sweet of you to say. Thank you. I'm doing the best I can right here with what I got. It's fun no matter what. Alright, now this is going to have that little block on there, but I guess I'll go ahead and paint it too. And I'll dry this and then I'll do the other part of it. We are fine, enjoying my company. Thank you. Thank you, Jason, for the stars. You're so sweet. All right, so let me get the other side of this. Hopefully he's going to look like an Uncle Sam when I get finished with him. We'll make him have a cute little face. All right. Now I'm going to, I guess, just set it right here for the time being. Part of it's going to be up against the body, so it doesn't matter if part of it gets a little line on it anyway. Hey, Miss Janet. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. I didn't make these totally straight. This one I think is right here, but one side's kind of up a little bit further than the other. All right. Let me dry this one. You're not really that late. It's okay. You came at a good time. You didn't have to see me do the stripes. How are you doing? Looking forward to seeing you. What are you doing tonight? I'm making an Uncle Sam, Miss Diana. So I'm just painting the arms right now, which is supposed to be part of a jacket. Y'all are going to see my crazy little jacket here in a second. I just want to get this part done so it can dry. All right, so I'm going to set this one right next to that one and let it dry some. Now, what was I going to do next? I was going to do the bottom of the red there. Hey, Sharon. Your hand's not steady enough to do stripes. Well, my stripes are not that great on this piece of curved wood. It's harder to do. But I'm going to try to do the back because I know that we're going to see part of this. So I'm going to go ahead and do this part. Just the few at the bottom. But it's just the back. So you won't see too much, but you want it to look like it's there. Like it's that way. I might as well do the whole thing, right? I don't have that much left. But I think it'll be okay. Actually, it worked out better at the bottom. I'm just going to do it like that, and we're going to leave this plain. And I'm going to see if I can have it covered up. If I have to go back, I'll take it off, and we'll finish it that way. Hey, Miss June. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Annette. How are y'all doing? Let me dry this real quick. This part's real tacky. Still tacky. All right, so that's going to be the front. Oh, he looks cute. Okay, let me show you. Now I'm going to glue this onto here. Okay, we're getting there, right? So he's looking cute. Let me see if I got it on the right. Yeah, I do. I got it right on the line. So he's just right. Now I'm going to glue him down. Thank you. Let me see. So I'm going to take some of this super glue right here. And then I'm going to put some hot glue too. If it'll, is it not open? No. Tanya. All right, this, gosh. Hit a bubble. All right, So I'm going to take this. This is a lot thinner than the super glue gel. This says super glue, just like regular super glue. I'm going to take some of this, put it right there, and it probably smells just like super glue gel. Ugh. Okay. Let me see here. I got to get it right in the middle. And put it on quick. See, I'm getting a little bit on the side here. So make sure you don't get your hands in it like I'm bad about doing. There. So now it's got the glue there, and hopefully I'm going to let it sit for a minute. Hey there, Whites Whatnots. How are you doing? Miss Judy. Hey, Sherry Tender. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. All right. So what was I going to do? I was going to show you the jacket. So what I did was, let me do some of this. It's the best little thing, isn't it? Okay. All right. So, let me see how this works. Okay. So it's supposed to go like this, okay? This is going to be the jacket. And what I did was take it and go across the top like this. I wanted it to come out this way, but I think I want it to go back just a little bit more, so I'm going to take a little more off of it just at the bottom, okay? You don't want the top to be that way, so if you do it sideways like this, you can do both of them at the same time. So what I'm going to do is kind of go like this. All right, that way it's a little bit thinner because I want it to be just like this, only I got to turn it the right way. So see, it covers up most of that there in the back, and I want it to be just right here where this blue is hitting right here. So we're going to do it this way. Make sure I got it in the middle. And this part's going to go back just a little bit, like a jacket does. It's not going to be perfect, y'all. But we're going to kind of glue this around. I was going to try to get a needle and thread and go through there. You think I ought to do that or just glue it? Hey, Miss Carol. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Thank you for the hearts, everybody. So what do y'all think? You think I ought to like gather that up? Or just glue it down? Let me see here. Hey, Julie. Nobody's answering me. I don't know if it'll do if I do a gather. It may gather too much. It's hard to know. Hey, Miss Beverly Faulkner. How are you doing? All right, so let me see here. I bet you if I take this and I just do this to it, what do y'all think? That it'll lay down a little bit better. Just a little bit. Let me just try it. Hey, Kathy, gather some. Diana said. You're too late, Diana. Let me see if this works. Hold on. I don't know. I think it looks okay. Y'all, let me just try to gather it. If it doesn't look good, I can always take it out, right? Hold on. I can't help myself. Let me get... I gotta find the right glue and find this stupid needle. Oh my goodness. Tanya. Look at all my little stuff in here. It looks okay that way? I don't know. Man, I got a big old wad of stuff in here. I don't know if I can get it undone quick enough. Look at that. It's got a little beige piece in it and blue and everything else. But where is the needle? I know I have one because I had 2 of them out here at one time. I've lost my mind. Here it is. Turn it down. I am going to make a collar, but I just want to see if I can gather it in the back. Lord, let me just take part of this. Just undo it right here. All this is giving me anxiety. But I'm gonna do it. Let's see. All right. Now, luckily, this is thick, so I don't have to make too big a knot here. We're gonna make 2 little knots. And let me just see. We're gonna do it this way. Wait a minute. I don't want to do it too much. This is gonna go back. I'm gonna do it right here where the line starts. I should have done it on the inside. Although I guess I could have turned it over, right? Hey, Lolita. I'm not seeing any new comments. It's not, oh, go out and come back in. Hey, Miss Brittany. Because I've done that when I've seen some other crafters. Yeah, we're going to see if this works. He's going to have a nice, weird collar on here. We're going to see. This isn't taking too long, is it? Let's see. I'm only going to go right here. All right, let's see what it looks like. I can always take it out if it's a hot mess. All right. Let me undo it some. What am I going to do? Let me just poke a hole in here. All right. Ooh, I got him a thing in his neck. All right. Now, that's not too bad. All right, now I'm going to flip this back and flip this back. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. So we're going to go for it. Let me... Oh, I think I went the wrong way. Shoot. Darn it. Wait a minute. You see, I don't sew. I should have went in that way. All right, hold on. Now I got to get it through that hole again. It's not so easy the second time. I'm going to say, did you see that girl Tanya trying to thread a needle? Trying to sew? How dare her? All right, let's see. There, I'm going to go right there. And then I'm just going to take it and just go right here and make a little knot. It's okay, Miss Vicky. All right, now I'm going to go right here. And then let me make a knot real quick. Oh, come on. Don't go over that. Oh well, whatever. Whatever! Okay. Alright, so there's that. Now I want it to be close here. And I can pull it some. Oh, it looks cute like that. Look. Alright. So then we're gonna, I gotta cut this one little thing off right here because it don't look right. Alright. Now I'm gonna take some glue and I'm gonna put right back here. So this stays down. My goodness, how cute. Okay. All right, I think it's there. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it down and fold that part. So I'm just going to take some and go right on the edge here. See, if I thought about it, I could have had this ready and it would have been prettier. And then I'm going to do this one the same way. And I'm going to show it to you on this side once I get it down. Oh, it's kind of cute. Hey, organized junk lady, what's your name? All right, so look at here. See? How cute, right? So let me go back on this one. So I'm just going to take this and put a little bit right here because we don't want to put too much. And let me see. You want it to go straight like that and then hold it for a second. Looks good. Thank you so much. For somebody who don't sew, right? All right, let's see. I want it to kind of match there. Ah, came undone. I want it to, let me get a little bit right here. It's not the best, but it's pretty good. It'll do. Let me get a little bit more on this side up at the top so it'll kind of go over this little hump a little bit. There we go. All right. Now, what I want to do is open it up a little bit because we need to do our stars on here. So I'm going to do that. We need a little bitty brush. We need some white paint that's new. And I'm going to do a new bunch. There's some hits here, but it's not as new. So it'll be dry. And then I just rolled it around, make it kind of pointed, okay? I'm just going to easily draw some. I say easily. There's one, but I think they need to be a little bigger. So we're just going to go over it again. You want to be able to tell it's a star. So there's one. That's better. And I'm just going to kind of sporadically put them on here. And then we'll glue it down, the jacket. And I'll make the face. And these don't have to be perfect either. And if you wanted to put stickers on it, then you could do that. But of course, you know I'm going to paint it. So they're getting there. Thank you. Let me see. And I'm going to do it all the way up where the blue is. Let me get this one little fuzz off of there before it messes up something. Trying to hold my breath so I don't mess anything up. I'm not going to do it all the way around, but I'm going to do it where you see it the most. And then we'll cover it up with the jacket. I'm trying to just sporadically put these on here. Let's see. Ooh, some of these stars look better than others. Let me put one more right here. And then let me put one right in here. Let's see. And one up here. Make it look even. All right, let me dry this. Stars are all different anyway. They really are in real life, aren't they? When I get his hair on and everything, it's going to look even cuter. All right, so let me see. I'm going to take this little bit right here off of here, just so I don't have an extra piece. And let me see. Everything's dry. Let me cut this little bitty bit of glue off of here. There we go. If this one wants to come undone a little bit, I'm going to put a little bit glue right there. And push it down a little bit more. It's looking awesome. Thank you for saying that. All right. So now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to go on the inside of the coat just a little bit and tacking it down right there. Same thing on this side. Now that I've got it on here. So I've just got 3 tacks. If we wanted to take it off, we could. But I want it to stay on there, so I'm going to leave it. I'm trying to get this glue off of here. Maybe I could do it with the glue thing. I mean, with the heat gun. Yeah, it dries better. There we go. All right. Don't want to do too much because it does mess up the jacket. Oh, how cute. How cute. All right, so there's his jacket, okay? Now we've got the arms, and we need to paint these little hands. What have I done with them? Now I chose to do little squares, okay? These came in with this. If I can get it off of here. I got it mixed up with my blue. Okay, this came on the end of it, and there's a bunch of these. They're in the craft section, actually the like sailboats and all of that, the seasonal section at Dollar Tree. And of course, we're not going to use the anchor, but we want to use these little squares for this. So I had some extras. I'm just going to take this and do it with this in my finger. Probably should do it with a brush, but oh well. Looking good. Thank you for saying that. I had no idea what it was going to be like. All right, so I've got that. And then we've got this one. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but we want him to have some hands. So the little half ball didn't look good enough to me, so I wanted to do it with the square and then do the half ball on top of that, so it looks like his whole hand. Hey Terry, thank you for being here. All right. There's one, and here's the other one. And you could take some just blush and put on there instead. All right, that one looks better. All right, let me get my hands wiped off. And then we'll glue them on there. Now these are just going to sit right here. So I hope they're going to look okay. At first, I wasn't going to put any arms on there. I don't know if it really needs arms. We're going to glue this to this. And that way it looks like a whole hand. It's looking great. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. I'm glad y'all like it. So we're seeing. All right, so now we've got two little hands, okay? So I'm going to put those at the bottom right here. Either side is good. It doesn't matter. I got a little bit of paint on there. And just put some hot glue and put that on there. And that's got some glue still on it. All right, so let's see. I might have done them too. Do you think they need the arms on there or leave it like it is? Look here. If I cut a slant, I can cut it like this. And I think I'll do that because it looks funny to me. But if I do it at a slant, it won't be that way. See if I cut it off right here. So I think I'm going to do that and I'll just show it later. But this is the arms anyway. These are two dowel pieces that I had out in the garage and then I put the little hands on at the bottom. So I think I'll do that and I'll cut it. That way it looks more like an arm coming out. So I'm going to leave it like this for now. And then we're going to finish his hair and his face. So I'm going to get a little bit of brown also. Y'all know how I am about putting a little bit of brown on the edge of everything when I do skin color. They're very cute. I think it'll look better though, don't you, to do it at an angle? And I was doing everything so fast out there. Now I'm going to take this and do his neck first. It's kind of hard to get in here at this angle. And this is almost a little bit too dark. I didn't want it to be kind of like this. But it's really hard to get in here. So let me put a little bit of peachy color. And go over it a little bit. All right. So there is the top of his V-neck. So let me get some water on here and get a little bit brown and then go on the edge right here. Once we put the hair on and the beard and all of that, it'll look a lot better. Now this is his neck, so I'm going to make it go down just a little bit further and a little bit darker down here. Even though you're really not going to see that because of the beard. Get a little bit more water. Kind of do the edge here. All right. Now I'm going to do the eyes. So I got me a brand new brush to try to do that, which is right here. I don't have all these fuzzies on there. Thank you, Miss Vicky. All right, so let me get some black because we have to have that. We're going to do my famous eyes. I'm just going to get a little bit here and start. First, you want to roll your brush in the paint. You want to do it round and round so it's nice and pointy. All right, so I'm just going to do this. Now this is the first eye right there. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Make sure you roll your brush in it again. And hold your breath that you get them pretty even. They're not exactly the same, but they never are. Let me go down just a tad on this side. All right, we're going to get a little brown and we're going to make a nose. We're going to get just a little round nose, a little bit of one. Let me see if I can make it look more like a nose. I don't know. Okay. So there's his little nose, okay? And then we're going to go finish the eyes. It's going to be cute. I don't know what he's supposed to look like. What kind of like, I don't know. All right, let me get the black. Let me get all this water out of here because it'll run it. Let's see. And I'm just kind of going around in a circle. Kind of like that, okay? And I'm just going to fill in the black right there. And he's a guy, so we don't want to make too many lashes like I do on a girl. And then let me fill in some more. I want to get a little extra paint on there. And I do want to do some blue for the eyes. All right. So let me get some blue. And what I'm going to do is just take some of this white and put with the blue that's already here. We're going to make him a little different color blue. It's going to be more like a peacock color blue, like a turquoise eyes instead of regular. Let me see. I got to make it thicker though, because that ain't good enough. All right, let me. All right, sorry y'all, I gotta hold my breath for a second. And I'm doing this part. I want a little bit of water too. There we go. Makes for a smoother eye with just the right amount of water. And we're gonna put, all right, so there's his blue eyes. Okay, we're gonna put white at the bottom. Yeah, I didn't know exactly what I was gonna do. So it's coming together a little bit at a time, right? Sometimes we just gotta try. All right, so I'm gonna take the white and we're gonna go underneath the blue. You wanna smooth out the bottom. Now I'm going to kind of just make it go rounded at the bottom. you can just go across straight or rounded. I'm going to do rounded. And the same thing on this side. Let me get some of this paint off. And hold my breath. I always have to hold my breath. Okay. Almost. I want it just a little bit further down. And I'll show y'all. All right. So there's that. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So then I'm going to go over it just a little bit with the blue again on top of the white. So let me take some of this and go right here. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this other side. Because part of it will be covered up with the black. Just a tiny bit. He looks kind of like Colonel Sanders. He kind of does a little bit. All right, let me get the black again. We got to go on the edges. So make sure you don't have any water on your brush. Thank you, Miss Bonnie. All right, so I'm going to go around the edges here. Because we want to smooth those out. And then the same thing on the other side. So there they are. Now the mouth, I don't know what to do with the mouth. What do y'all think? Just do a little half a circle thing? I don't know. All right, let me go right here. Go back here where y'all are telling me. Same thing on this side, but it's not as bad. What do y'all think? Hey, Miss Deborah and Miss Gloria, how are you doing? Thank you for being here. All right, I don't know. I'm going to take brown and do the eyebrows. Well, it can't be brown because it's Uncle Sam. So we got to do white. Let me do it upside down. I can't do this side the same way. Aw, look at him. How cute. Maybe I need a little bit of brown underneath that. Yeah, just a tiny tad. Yeah, see how it makes it stand out a little bit? Isn't that cute? Thank you for painting the page. You're so late, you'll catch the replay. That's okay, Miss Deborah. Thank you for being here. All right, let me get a little white in the eyes. Don't want to forget that part. We got to put his beard on and stuff. All right, now let me give him a little bit of eyelashes, but they're going to be very little because he looks like he's hairless or something. Let's see. I think that's good. Let me turn him over because y'all know I'm right-handed. Y'all see his little lashes? Just a tiny, tiny bit. I still don't know how to do the mouth. What do y'all think for the mouth? We're just going to wait a minute. I'm just going to do probably a smile. I don't know. He needs something. He also needs a dimple in his chin. But you're not going to be able to see that. Really, I don't have to do a mouth because we're going to do a beard. Boy, I'm really forgetting all this stuff, aren't I? All right. So, I cut out the hair. Let me move that out of the way. Okay. And see, I have a little mouth right here. Piece. Yeah, this will be good. So it doesn't matter. He's so cute. Okay. Now I've got another piece here and another piece here. I was going to put hair on him. This is so... I didn't know how this was going to look. Wait a minute. It almost goes to the back. Did I not cut it good enough? Let me see. All right, we're gonna go right there. That's hilarious. All right, let me put some glue right here. Some glue on this side. This is so funny. Okay. I didn't get it all the way to the side, but that's okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Y'all ready? Now, I haven't got the back down, so don't say nothing about the back. Isn't it funny? Hey, Miss Margaret. Oh my goodness. He's so cute. Okay, let me see. And this is supposed to go right here. All right. Let me get it right there. And I'm wanting this to go out a little bit. Aw, he's so cute. All right, let me see. We want to do a little bead right in here. Now, let me fluff his mustache out some. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me see how I'm going to do this back. Let me just put some glue right here. This is so funny. Okay. And his hair's kind of a mess. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't do so well on his hair. My haircut's terrible. Y'all can tell I don't do haircuts. Okay. He needs some bangs or something. Let's see. Oh my goodness, this is cute. All right, y'all ready? We gotta have a hat. Now I've got one of these from the Dollar Tree, okay? It's not quite tall, and I might use something else. But see, does it look okay with that hat, or we need to make like one out of a pill bottle? Because it really needs to be a little taller, don't you think? What about his stovetop pipe cat? I don't know what that means. That's a cute hat. You like the hat? Is it okay like that, or I should have it taller? It looks fine. So cute. Okay. Let me glue it on there. I'm going to glue it right at the top of his head. Right here. I want it to the side just a tad. Don't know what it makes you just the way it means. If I want to make it taller, make it from a ribbon spool. Yeah. Now. Well, booger. I wanted it to be right at the top here, but it doesn't want to. Let me do this again. Maybe because it's hot and this is plastic. Gosh. Yeah, it's kind of because it's plastic, maybe. Man, I gotta hold it for a long time. Hey, Miss Anita. Thank you for being here. You love him? Okay. Well, it's not wanting to stay right there. Why not? Maybe I need to do it on the hair. And now he's got a dirty forehead. He's so stinking cute. Love him. I might have to do a different hat because this one's wanting to burn. But there he is. He's cute. But I might do a different hat because this one doesn't want to stay. Hey, Miss Patty. How are you doing? You think he's cute, Virginia? Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Beverly. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I'm going to have my auction this Saturday, so he'll be one of the auction items. And I'll think of something for Friday. I don't know what I'm going to do Friday either. Thank you, Miss Gloria. Don't forget his arms. Yeah, I've got to do his arms. I want to do it at an angle so this isn't sticking up. Because I think he needs, let me look. I don't guess it would matter if it had that on there, but I think it needs to be at an angle. If I do it like that on either side, then it'll look like it's coming out of his shirt. And then it'll look better. Let me hold them on here so y'all can see. See, he'll look cuter with the arms, don't you think? But I think I'm going to do him, you know, sideways. Like the arm anyway is what I mean. But he's kind of cute. Hey, Miss Sarah Landry, how are you? But it'll look cute once this is on there. But I think I want to do him at an angle. He does need arms. I agree. I think he needs arms. But I just mean that I want to cut it at an angle so it looks like it's coming out of his shirt. He's cute and he'll be handsome when you get his hands on. He's so cute. Love him. Thank you so much, y'all. Yeah, I think arms will be cute, but I think I'm going to do it at an angle. That way it doesn't look like it's straight right there because it kind of looks like he's got epaulettes on. Isn't that what it's called, an epaulette? Which I don't guess would be that bad, but I just think it'll look better if I cut it to an angle. So when I do, I'll take a picture. Of course, you know I always do anyway. And then it'll look a whole lot better. But he's got a cute little face, doesn't he? Maybe I need to put No, I don't know. He's good like that. So make sure y'all come on Saturday at 5 p.m. Central if you're interested in purchasing anything. If you want to bid on any of your favorite items, you can make anything and everything. You're very talented. Thank you, Miss Gloria. I don't know about that, but I try my best. I think these are cute. And when I go to Canton, I'm going to get a bunch of spindles because I use those to death. And these I got, I think, at an estate sale, this particular one. Thank you for the hearts, Miss Pat, and the help as well. Thank you, everybody, for the hearts and the people who gave me the stars. Thank you so much for that. I will be back on Friday afternoon, or Friday evening, I should say, about 6 o'clock. And thank you, Miss Pat, for those stars. Hey, Tina, thank you so much. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all on Friday, and I'll take a picture of him when I get the arms the way I want them, okay? And y'all have a good evening. I appreciate that. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.